You prove the point by saying you got 6 heads in a row saying, what's up with that? Where's your Sally?
No, that's not mine. That's.
Oh, there is 6 heads. Oh, right here.
And down there.
And somewhere else,
I
right?
didn't see that one.
Right here?
Yeah.
Okay,
So you see these and you go, oh my goodness, like this is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. How can this be right? How can this be right? Well, you look at that and you say, okay, in 10 flips, getting 4 H's in there seems extraordinarily unlikely. What you'll learn as we go through this course is you can actually calculate the chance of that happening. So what makes you surprised is that you got the 6 heads in a row. Would you be as upset if the 6 heads didn't come in a row? Right? So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in a row. 7 total heads. So let's just make it. I'm gonna make a column over here if it's okay with you guys. Make a column over here. Make it green so it stands out. Let's just do number of heads. Okay? Let's collect some data. Number of heads. Okay? Let's get a laundry list. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We got 6 here, 7 here.
4, 6, 5.
That's 6, I think, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Sorry.
6.
4.
4. Where am I at? Am I here?
4.
4.
6.
4.
3.
4. 6. There's 6 in a row.
5.
All right.
7.
6. Was that 7? 7.
Wait.
Oh,
No.
no.
No, it
Six.
isn't 6. Sorry.
Yeah.
Threw you off there.
Yes.
5.
Oh, there's a lot of 6s.
A lot of 6s. But here's a question. On average, how many heads did we get per 10? Let's calculate it. We have the tools, don't we?
Why not?
We have the tools. I mean, this is the beautiful part about this, is we have all the tools we need to answer this question right now. On average, how many heads did we get? This is perfect. You guys are right. This is the perfect bridge between here and Monday. Thank you, News, for posting stuff. Do I need this? No, that's 105 from yesterday. I can erase that. So we got 4, 5, 6s, and 7s, right?
Is there 14 of us?
I don't know. I'm going to find out here in a second. 2 5s.
Yeah, 14.
Are you doing that minus 14 to get the last one? Clever girl. Very nice. Very nice, my friend. Mine says 14. So. Right? And what would you expect?
I was thinking also 5.
What would you expect? You'd expect 5, wouldn't you? You'd expect 5 because what do you know about coins? 2 sides. What's the chance of each side? You can assume 50-50 because when you flip a coin and stop it, it's spinning. So it's like randomly going through the air. So you would expect to have half heads and half tails. Now we didn't get we got 5.5 heads, which means we got 4.5 tails. Because they have to sum to 10, right?
Yeah, because one of them is 7.
Exactly, and one's 4.
Yeah.
So we do have, now, and I noticed somebody said correctly, there's a bunch of 6s up here. But here's the deal. Of the 140 trials that we got, because there's 14 of us doing this, actually there's 15 of us if you count me, 150 trials that we got, we ended up with 77 heads. So 77 out of 150 is almost exactly 50%. 75 out of 150 would have been exactly 50%. We got 77 of them. Friends, that's half to me. Statistically, that's half, isn't it? So here's the question. How do we rectify the difference between the angst that you guys are feeling right here and right here?
They're just jealous.
What? Just jealous. How do we rectify the angst of that run of heads with the fact that overall things happened exactly as they were supposed to have happened? How do we rectify that? The answer is the back half of this course, of course. That's what we're going to deal with. We have to deal with that now. We have to deal with the fact that this is perfectly awesome data. Remember the first day of class I showed you an Excel sheet that had 200 coin flips in it?
Yeah.
And we kept pressing F9 and you kept seeing strings of H's and T's? All you're seeing is you're seeing it again. We're seeing about 200 coin flips. But each of you only did 10. So when you're sitting there looking at just 10 and you get 6 H's and ready to go, the hell? The hell? Right? Totally. But when you look at it, think about how many times these coins have been flipped. I've used them for 15 plus years.
Yeah.
You just got the next 10 in line, friends. You got the next 10 in a line of hundreds of thousands of flips total.
So are the flips predetermined?
That's a great question. And how define predetermined? That's a great question, Jade. Define predetermined.
I don't know.
I say, based on this overall analysis we just did, what's happening is the flips are predetermined to be half heads and half tails. But what is not guaranteed, friends? What is not guaranteed? When they'll happen. When they'll happen. It doesn't say, David, you mentioned something. You said, I got heads, tails. You were getting back and forth, back and forth. It's horribly unlikely. There are only two outcomes. You'll learn in this class that when you flip a coin 10 times, there are just about 1,000 different sequences you can possibly get. It's 2 to the 10th power, which is just about 1,000. A little bit more than 1,000. You are seeing 14 or so. Did we get any exactly the same sequences up there? I don't think we did.
I was looking, but
You just check it real quick to scan.
I think
They're close.
But yeah, but
They're definitely close. But there are 1,024 sequences of 10 coin flip, of coin flip 10 times. Only 2 of them have the coins going heads, tails, heads, tails, heads, tails, heads, tails, heads, tails, or tails, heads, tails, heads, tails, heads, tails, heads, tails, heads. Which means the other 1,022 have at least 2 next to each other. So it probably isn't that much of a stretch to realize there's going to be fewer, but still plenty where you have 3 next to each other. And plenty, but less where there are 4. As it turns out, friends, there's like a 96% chance, if you flip a coin this many times, that you're going to have at least a run of 6 somewhere in there. So if we did this again, which I won't make you do because we're running out of time, but chances are you're going to have a run of 6 again, maybe heads, maybe tails, somewhere in there.
And
It's
it
freaking
depends-
rad.
And notice
It
there
depends
was
on
only
how actually well.
We're assuming we're all doing the same way. But it's rad because it comes out to 50-50, even if you get the runs.
But notice there was only heads. That
It was this time, but we do it again, guess what?
It'd probably be
Tails will catch up and it'll average out, Haley. You proved the point, my friend. All right. We'll see how this ties into the Amanda Knox case on Monday because we're out of time. Friends, I'll post the videos for you guys. Bring questions. That didn't turn on.